ECO9 is sponsored by your Washington area Toyota dealers.
We brought ECO9 out to Occoquan Regional Park in Fairfax County to learn more about how Nova Parks is helping to protect our environment. Since 1959, they've protected and preserved nearly 12,000 acres of forests and parks and plan to plant an additional 50,000 trees by 2027. But that barely even scratches the surface of their commitment to our environment.
Lots of history, lots of nature.
That sums up the 34 regional parks maintained by Nova Parks in a nutshell.
We were founded to acquire large chunks of land, particularly along major waterways, by some of the leading environmentalists of that day, and that has been in our DNA ever since.
Nova Parks is working hard to protect the environment. At the same time, the environment is working hard to protect us.
Trees are actually growing faster today than they were 50 or 100 years ago, and it's just because there's more carbon in the air. And the trees are doing all they can through photosynthesis to draw the carbon out of the air and store it in the tree, and the tree then grows.
Atmospheric carbon dioxide concentrations are rising as a result of climate change. In fact, global average carbon dioxide set a new record high in 2021. So when it comes to trees, the more the merrier.
So every tree you look at is a carbon storage unit, and it is drawing carbon out of the air. They're the air filters of our region, and they are storing it long term. And so it is one of the best things we can do is to add more vegetation, more trees particularly, because they hold a lot of carbon.
Trees also produce oxygen that we need to breathe, reduce stormwater runoff, which helps with erosion and pollution in our waterways. It can also lessen the effects of flooding. Not to mention, many wildlife species depend on trees for habitat, all of which is part of why Nova Parks has committed to planting 50,000 trees by 2027 as part of their newly released strategic plan. But that's not all.
We're going to be investing in more green technology like the solar panels you see behind me here, EVs, charging stations, habitat restoration. It's just a very comprehensive look on how we improve our environment, and that will then help us with climate change.
Which is really important to the park system because they've been adapting to climate change for years. From controlling invasive species.
There are plants that thrive in this environment that originate from another part of the world, and they tend to choke out the native species that actually add to the habitat value, the things that all the other creatures in our environment need, whether it's food, shelter, all those things really come from native plants.
To mitigating stormwater runoff.
We have a number of new parking lots that have pervious pavement, swales that are designed to hold the water and treat it before it eventually runs off site.
Nova Parks is paving the way in protecting our environment and preserving nature so that we and future generations can all enjoy the great outdoors.
We only have one planet Earth, so we need to take very good care of it.
And there is so much more to Nova Parks than meets the eye. They facilitate a laundry list of really fun outdoor activities, from hiking and camping to fishing and golfing like Topper. You can even get married at their parks.
Okay.
Yeah. Lots going on. To learn more, just visit WUSA9.com or visit our WUSA9 app.